Hey guys, Mr. Kyle Myers, Mathematics, and let's just jump right into it. So today I want to talk about and kind of just go through these different websites that are over here and talk about like just kind of what they are, but really just kind of demo them. So this is kind of be more of a demo of like all these different websites, so you can see for yourself what they look like. And all of these are free, so I don't get paid to do affiliate or anything like that with any of these. They're all just free websites where you can practice math and have fun doing it. So interactive, kind of game type math stuff. So without further ado, let's jump into the first one here. We've got kiddybot.com. So let's go over here, and I've got a ton of tabs open. It's a good thing you can't see them. They're up at the top there. They're cut off a little bit by the video, but this one's called kiddybot.com. And I've already signed in and like made an account and stuff. Some of these you'll have to create an account for. So another little disclaimer, even though some of them are free, a lot of them you have to create an account for. So, I mean, what's that, how chalk it up to, how you have to make a free account. I don't know. But let's look at, it looks like the highest they go is 4th grade on this guy. So not too high up. But practicing like multiplying and dividing and stuff is actually super important, like fractions and decimals and stuff especially. Let's look at math 4th grade quiz. And you have to start the battle. Oh, so you have to just do this here. Okay. Oh, and it's time. Look at that. I got less than 5 minutes already. Okay. Well, in order to solve this, I'm going to need to do PEMDAS. So I want to do parentheses first. So I want to do what's inside the parentheses. 96 divided by 4. The trick to that is to take half and then take half again. So if I take half of 96, half of 90 would be 45. Half of 6 is 3. 45 and 3 is 48. So that would be 48. And then take half again would be 24. So 200 minus 24. Well, 200 minus 24, if I subtract, I would want to be able to add it back to 200. So basically 24 plus something is 200. It's going to be 100 and something, but all the answers have 100 and something in it. So instead I would say, okay, 100 and what? 100 and something plus 24 would give me 200. Well, if I added 76 to 24, I'd get 100. Next question. Find the product of 72 times 3. Okay. Well, with that one, we can actually probably multiply it by hand. 2 times 3 would be 6. So it needs to end in a 6, which means it's either going to be A or C. And then 3 times 7 is 21, which means it has to be C. Next question. Find the sum of 111 plus 222 plus 333. Well, if you're adding and there's no carrying, then you just add 1 plus 2 plus 3, and that's what you have for all the digits. Well, 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So you have 666, a.k.a. the mark of the beast, which is a reference to the book of Revelation. So here we have 3 plus 6 times 5 plus 4 divided by 3 minus 7. Wow, okay. Well, if I'm going to do 3 plus 6, well, I need to do PEMDAS, right? So parentheses first. 5 plus 4 is 9. And actually, when you're looking at PEMDAS, the M comes before the D in PEMDAS. But if I were to rewrite this where the divided by sign would be a fraction, it would be 9 over 3. So it actually doesn't matter in this case which one we do first. So anyways, it would be 5 plus 4 is 9. Then 6 times 9, so multiply. 6 times 9 is 54. 54 divided by 3. Well, maybe it'd be easier to divide first. I don't know. See, that's the thing with PEMDAS is you can do divide before you do multiply in a lot of cases. And in this case, this is one of those cases. But without boring you too much, let's look at 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 plus 3 is 21. 21 minus 7 is 14. Next question. 50 times 5 is equal to, well, 5 times 5 is 25, so it'd be 25 with a 0. Well, that's none of those things. All right, so then we simplify this. 26 plus 32 minus 11. 26 plus 32 is 58 minus 11, so you subtract the digit from each one. One less than 5 is 4, so it'd have to be a 4. Oh, look at that. There's only one thing with 4 in it. Subtract 457 from 832. Notice none of these answers are negative. It's not 457 minus 832. It's from, which means it's 832 minus 457. So if I subtract 7 from 2, I would have to carry a few. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 2 more is 12. So it would have to end in 5. Oh, man, all of them end in 5. No bueno. Okay, so then we'd have to carry. We'd have to borrow, I mean. So that 3 would actually be a 2. So I want to take 5 from 2. Okay, well, I'd have to do 5 more to get to 10, and then 2 more. So it'd have to be 7. So the next digit is 7, so it has to be either 375 or 475. Okay, so it's either A or C. Now it's down to the wire. I had to carry, again, I had to borrow again, I should say, in order to subtract 5 from 3, because 3 is less than 5. So that means that 8 is actually a 7. 7 minus 4 is 3. So the answer is 375. And just in time, got 7 of 10 points, 70%. Look at that. Crazy. So you're probably wondering, hey, wait, that's not a math game. Well, what happens is you look at the amount of points you got, 70% of the points, and it's compared to other people. So the game is that you're compared to other people, and those other people, you get to see who's better, basically. So I have nothing to wear. I don't know what that is. But then you compare yourself to other people here. So I'm actually in 7th place here. All these other people got 0 points. I only got 12 points because, I only answered so many problems and in the time allotted. So only one person got 15 points. Everybody else got a little bit less. So I'm actually at the bottom of all the people who ended up getting points. And then you can look at all your answers here too. So the game is that you're comparing yourself to other people. And then you can do like start the battle. And then you get bonus points. And then you compare yourself to other people like in your city, in your town, that sort of thing. So that's kind of what makes it a game, is that you're comparing yourself to other real-life people that are doing the same math problems, right? So that's that one. Then we have math game time. So I'll go back here, make sure I'm on track here. Math game time. Let's go ahead and highlight this guy. Got him done. Mathgametime.com. Let's check this out. So this one, I've already got it set up here. I don't remember if you had to sign in or not. It's got a little ad up at the top for IXL. IXL, you can just do math problems on. But you've got some different games here. I don't know. I like tic-tac-toe. I think tic-tac-toe is fun. Let's see what this is. So I'm going to solve Lucas's problem. I don't want to solve Lucas's problem, so Lucas can go solve his own problems. I have to wait for this ad here. Ad closes in 3, 2, 1. So let's see if this is actually math related here. Oh, nothing. Okay. All right. Looks like that's it so far. It's just tic-tac-toe. Well, that was pretty easy. All right. Well, there wasn't any math in that, though. Let's see what actual math games there are. So let's see. Let's look over here. Wow, physics. Crazy. How about some fractions, percentages, and decimals? Let's check that out. Dirt bike proportions. All right, player, that's fine. Player, start now. Oh, you have to solve it. Okay. All right, so 1/2 is x over 4. Well, to get from 2 to 4, I have to times it by 2. So I'd have to times 1 by 2 and get 2. Boom. To get from 6 to 4, you'd have to make the number less. If I divide 6 by 3, I get 2. Right? So if I divide it by 3, I get 2. And then if I times it by 2, I get 4. So divide 3 by 3, I get 1. Times it by 2, I get 2. Then 4 over 8. Okay. Well, here's another trick we can do. 4 over 8 would be the same thing as 1/2. So 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3 would be 3. There we go. 1/2. 2 times 4 is 8, so 1 times 4. 8 divided by 2 is 4, so 6 divided by 2. 3 times 6, 3 times 2 is 6, so 1 times 2 is 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Ah, there we go. See, I was trying to explain it, If I was really playing for real, I'd do a lot better. But that one was a lot more fun. That one was actually math related, so it seems like not all of their games are completely math related, like tic-tac-toe. That was just a straight up game of tic-tac-toe. But this one, you actually had to solve some proportions, so that was cool. So with this one, if you're a parent watching this, then you would want to, make sure that your kid is actually doing math, because it seems like some of these games are not actually math. But that one was kind of cool. That was some good proportions stuff. So, pretty cool. Next one up is Education.com. So, let's go check that one off the list here. MathGameTime.com. So, next up is Education.com. Counting pizza. You had me at pizza. Here, let's see here. Play, or you can assign the game. So, I actually just want to play it. Yeah, I'll just pretend I'm a student here. It wants to know my date of birth. How about Nunya? January 1st of, let's say I was born in the year 2000. How old would that make me? 19? No, that's too old. Let's see, 2003? 2002? 2003? So that would make me, 16? Something like that. Let's do that. All right. Oh, it looks like I didn't sign in on this one. All right. Well, let's just give them an email address here. So if I'm going to give them an email and you're watching, I might as well give them my work email here, Mr. Kyle Myers Mathematics. And just make up a basic password here. Password. So I'm a teacher. And I'm not really interested in any of these grades. So it looks like they only go up to 5th grade here. So I'll just click 5th grade. School name, Myers Mathematics. Continue. But you can sign up as a student, of course, if you want to. You know, exit out of that. And I just want to play pizza.
Let's make pizza.
Yes.
First, choose what type of pizza you want to make.
Not the one with the sock in it.
Delicious pizza.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Welcome to Muggo's Tasty Pizza Plant. Today, we're going to count pizza toppings. Drag items from the fridge and put them on the pizza. Click the bell when the toppings are just right. Make a pizza with 5 mushrooms and 3 pineapples.
Challenge accepted. All right, so this one is just counting so far. So that's pretty straightforward. Just count the mushrooms. So this is for really, really low grades. This is like super low level stuff here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make a pizza with 3 tomatoes.
All right, this is really boring. You had me at pizza, but then that's it. That's all it is. You're just counting numbers. Okay. So this website is definitely for like lower grades. It looks like it only goes up to 5th grade on this one. So not really too interested in that one. I mean, if you're watching this and you know somebody that could benefit from this, go for it. But I don't specialize with kids that young. So let's just go on to the next thing here. So education.com, kind of a flop in my opinion. We can go up to 6th grade. Oh, 8th grade. Looks like I get 8th grade on Adaptive Mind. Oh, but that's a different website there. Looks like this one only goes up to 6th grade. So a lot of these math games, they don't go up too high, but it's still good to practice, especially fractions and decimals, because everybody struggles with those, right? So if you're a student watching this, if you're you got to admit you could always do a little better at your fractions. So let's see what we got here. Chase puppies. Sounds interesting enough. Let's check this out here. I don't like that it loads the screen and then it does that. I got some ads at the bottom here. All right. This looks similar to the last one, actually. Let's see. Oh, cool. All right. So 8 2/4, you have to write that as a decimal. 2 divided by 4 would be 0.5, so 8.5. 3/4, that's 0.75. 1/4, that's 0.25. 1/2 is 0.5. 3/10 is 0.3. 3/10 again. 1/2, that's a 0.5. 5/10, that is the same thing as 1/2, so 0.5. 1/2, 0.5. 3/10. So pretty straightforward, but it's just some good basic practice of changing fractions into decimals here. So that's pretty cool. Oh, looks like I didn't get first place there. Oh well, it's all good. But that one was a lot more fun. That was just some basic converting fractions to decimals, but still some good practice even for higher levels up into middle school and a little bit of high school maybe. It's always good to practice fractions and decimals and percents because people get that wrong even at higher levels. So that was cool. That was a math playground. So let's see what we've gotten so far. Math playground and education. Let's highlight both of those. So then we have maths, which stands for the Math Florida Standards. So that's this one. So let's see what we got here. Let's see if we get some higher level math stuff here. So practice math games. Tune balloons. Ooh, zombie math. All right. Let's check this out. Zombie math. Got an Einstein-looking character there. Start the game. New game. Select your grade. Let's go with biggest. Go big or go home. And then you select a skill. So you can do some algebra, decimals, fractions, mixed equations. How about just some straight up algebra? Episode 1, Strangers. So what do you... Oh, it's down here. It's kind of hard to see. So -4 equals negative E5? What the heck? Solve for E? It's kind of hard to see that. What is that, E divided by 5? I can't even tell what that is, but I think it's E divided by 5. Alright, so solve for K. This one's a little easier to see. -16 equals 4K. Divide by 4 on both sides, so I get -4. Oh, so that's what happens. You kill the zombie. Oh, can I collect the little coin? I guess I can't. Oh well. So I divide both sides by -4 and I get a 1. Cool. Divide both sides by -5, so 0 over anything is 0. Again, 0 over anything is 0. 3 equals, yeah, they don't show that bar very well whenever they have a fraction, but that's going to be A divided by 4. So I would times both sides by 4 to solve that guy. So 3 times 4 is 12. Boom. Right. Again, times both sides by 4, so 16. Times both sides by 2, I get 4. times both sides by a -2, so I get a +4, times both sides by 3, so that's 12, times it by 2, times by -2, so +10, times both sides by 3, so I get 3 times 5 is 15, times both sides by 4. So I'm actually starting to get a little bored now. I wonder if there's a... okay. So, that was it. Level complete. I killed 15 zombies. I got 5 brains. I don't know how I got 5 brains, but that's how I got it. Alright, so that was actually kind of cool. Started to get a little bit mundane towards the end there, but that was pretty cool. Got to practice some algebra. So they have a little bit of higher level stuff. It looks like maybe it only goes up to about 8th grade or so. Maybe it dips into algebra a little bit, but I mean, you kind of start talking about algebra back in pre-algebra. So I don't know, pre-algebra, algebra, a lot higher level than the other stuff though. So that was cool. So that was fun. We could look at some other ones, I guess, if you wanted to, but so it looks like they have them by topic, but then by the kind of game it is, and then you pick the topic yourself. So if you're having somebody practice this and you want them to do a certain topic, you have to make sure they pick the right topic. Otherwise, they could just choose something really easy and still play the game. So watch out for that. But let's go here. All right, so we talked about that one. Did a little demo of that guy. iCivics.org is up next. iCivics.org. So that's this one right here. And I went ahead and logged in already. So I logged in, I believe, as a teacher on this guy. There's a video message from somebody named Emma. So then there's all these little games here. View all 20 games. So it looks like this might not even be math. I typed in math, but it looks like not all of these things are even math. This is civics. It's iCivics.org, but it looked like some of the things might have been math related. All right, well, I guess this one's a total flop then. It looked like I was going to be able to play some math games. Yeah, so I guess if you're into social studies type stuff, if you want to practice your social studies, you can do that on there. And it looks like they have some pretty high level civics stuff in here. Middle, high school level, potentially. So that's pretty cool, but kind of a flop, so we'll just get rid of that. But yeah, so that was that. Next one up is called Extra Math. So iCivics was a flop. Extra Math. So know this one's going to be good because it has math in the title. No civics nonsense. Right. So let's see. I just want to play the games. Free web program for students, parents, and teachers. All right, so let's go ahead and get started for parents, get started for teachers.
Using Extra Math with...
Ugh, don't like his voice. All right, ready to try Extra Math. Let's sign up. Oh, you can sign in with Clever. That's clever. So name, Mr. Kyle. Email, Mr. Kyle at myersmathematics.com. Password, none of your business. Nah. So let's see. Save password. Sure, why not? I am a teacher. My age is 16 or over. How do students address you? Mr. Kyle. I don't really care about any of this stuff. I agree to blah, blah, blah. Sign up. Right. So I have a class and it ends in 2021. Wow, if we're all even around by then. Cool. So I just want to see if I can play the games, though. Where's the actual games? This just looks really boring. Let's go back to the main page here, maybe. Students. Okay, let's try to log in as a student, maybe. I'll use my Gmail. Kai. That's my first name. PIN. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember me on this device. What? That means I have to sign up. All right. So it looks like maybe in order to actually get in, you have to like do some fancy stuff. You can't just get straight into the games. So this one's kind of a flop too. I want to have websites that you can just log into and you can just or you know, even if you don't need to, you know, right? Like if you just go there and just start playing the games, that's even better. But I mean, if they have good free games and they want you to log in, then that's something too. But that one's kind of a flop. It seemed like when I was looking at it earlier that you could just get straight into playing games, but it's whatever. Webmath.com. So let's see what this is all about here. I already have it set up right here. K8 math practice math problem. Wow, I have dyslexia. No, but really though. Let's see here. Okay, so this is just practicing problems. This isn't too interesting. Take my answer. What do you mean take my answer? Take it where? All right, so that's it for that. I guess it's just you just type in the thing, and then it just tells you whether you're right or wrong. That's kind of boring, actually. No games here. Math for everyone, K through 8 math, algebra, trig and calculus. Yeah, that's kind of boring. All right, so we check that one out too. And web math is kind of annoying. Kind of not annoying, it's just boring. So next up is Power My Learning. Power My Learning. This one actually looked really promising. Fishbowl subtraction. Why not? Looks like bowling. I like bowling. All right, so I don't know if I signed up yet for this one. Did I? I have this right here. Did I sign up? I don't know if I did. I might have to sign up. Sign up as a student. Username. Please make your username is at least... Oh, that's incorrect grammar, sir. Or ma'am. Is at least 6 letters or numbers. All right, whatever. Month, January of none of your business. Let's say I'm 16 again. Password. Password. State. Detroit. School. The buttocks. School of Special. Right. Sign up to play. Just want to get in and play the games, man. All right, I'm pretty sure I clicked it. Stupid coronavirus. Makes pages take forever to load. Enter the day. Oh, obviously the 1st. Don't you know? All right, just see if I can get out of here. No assignments. I just wanted to play the games. Gosh, make me go through all these hoops. No, I just want to... How do you get out of here? Let's go back here. All right, looks like Having some trouble getting into the actual games here. Quality K through 12 content. Bunch of happy looking paid actors. Alright, this is all just advertisements. Well, it looks like we don't get any free stuff from this guy. That's another flop. Alright, well, it is what it is. PowerMyLearning.org. Don't go there. I'm going to cross that one off the list. And then, Multiplication.com, which I have used before, and it's pretty awesome. So this one, I don't even know this. This is learn.concord.org. I was trying to play some games on here earlier. I didn't have this one listed, but let's see if I can actually play the game. Preview. Oh, I can actually play the game. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry I didn't list this one then. Concord.org. I think you had to log in on this one, and it took a while to like log in, but yeah, this one looks pretty cool. And this is like some older level games here, an interactive graph. I wouldn't say it's exactly a game, but it's an interactive graph at least. Basically just looks like what it would be if you plotted it on Desmos. So blah, blah, blah. Looks like just kind of a lesson, just kind of working you through a lesson here. We have a little mini map. Oh, and it has a little question to answer. Population of Toy Town, USA in 2014 is 2470. Town population is expected to grow at a rate of 0.43% per year. Okay, so if it's expected to grow at that rate, that means that it's going to get bigger, which means that I need to multiply by, it would be, if it's 0.43%, that's not the same thing as 43%, right? 43% would be 0.43. But if it's 0.43%, that's actually 0.0043. But it's increasing, so I need to multiply by 1.0043, which looks like that would narrow it down to either A or C. And you always start with your starting amount. So you would have your 2470 multiplied by your rate, added to 1, obviously, and then to the power of t, which looks like it would be a. So that one is going to be a. Submit the answer. Great job. So yeah, it's kind of interactive, but it's more of like a lesson guide, I guess. But it's free, so that's pretty cool. So I like that one. All right, and let's bring up multiplication.com next. Hey, look, already in the chat. Multiplication.com. Cool. Exponential growth. What was this one? Create your free account. Common sense education. Oh, it's still processing. That's why I didn't list that one. It's just taking forever to load. And then I also had multiplication.com pulled up over here. So we'll exit out of that. Go to this. And this one's actually really cool. So this is the last one on the list for today. And this whole thing here, this whole video today was just so that you can see a bunch of different websites and see what is out there. So a lot of these kind of ended up being flops, but some of them are good. Most of these are actually just lower level-ish. Some of them have a little bit higher level, so I hope you were taking note of the ones that were higher level if you're a middle or high school student watching this. But a lot of good stuff nonetheless, because you can practice like division, for instance, because who doesn't need to practice their division, right? Fractions, crazy. Let's do Wothan the Barbarian. Obviously, we're going to pick that one. Whoever Wothan is, he's a barbarian. He looks like an angry dude. Take a chill pill. X-Lax. I'm loving that background music. Run along the platforms to escape from the dungeon. use the left and right keys to move your hero. Alright, so here's what you do with multiplication.com. You just, boom, boom, boom. You do the math problems that they give you. So 20 divided by 4, 5, and you just do, there's not really a time limit, so notice like there's no timer going or anything. You just solve the problems they give you to solve, and there's no particular time, so, take your time with them. Make sure you get the right answer here. This would be 9 times 7 is 63, so when I think about it backwards. Right? And then once you've answered enough of them, I think it's about 10 or so, then, that would be what, 6 times 8? Yeah. So then there you go. So, I did not move fast enough. Wow. That was a fast game. Hold on. Let me try to see if I can replay that. Oh, you have to do it again. Okay. I'm going to go through these. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it was 8. Alright, there we go. Whoa, this is super glitchy. Alright, that was just way too glitchy to keep track of. I don't even want to play that one again. But as long as, your game is not as glitchy as mine is, then it seems pretty fun. And you get some fun rock background on that one. So a lot of these are actually really fun. And it's basically just you solve a certain number of problems, and then you get to play the game for a little bit, until you reach the next level or whatever. And actually, I know there's one that's pretty fun under multiplication. It's a car game, and I've played it before, so I already know what the dealio is on this guy. Let's see if I can find it. It's also a little glitchy sometimes, though, too, with coronavirus right now. Here it is, Car Rush. So we'll do this one as well. This one's a lot of fun. And unlike that other website we were looking at, you don't get to pick what you do. The game is linked to what kind of math skill you're playing. So that's a good thing to note on here. So if it'll ever load, I'll be able to actually play the game here. Let's delete some of my tabs. Get rid of that. Wow, it's loading really slow. No, I don't want to save it. It's I'm using Zoom. I don't need this. That's not really taking up too much space, though. Oh, here we go. Start. Yeah, we got some fun background. So this. Select track 3. And then you just go through and you do the multiplication, right? So 6 times 7, that's 42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. 8 times 8, I'm actually going to just touch the screen here. So 64 for that one. 16 for that one. 5 times 8 is 40. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 8 is 72. Not loading. I'm not hitting right. Okay, we got 1 times 1 is 4.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so then you have to click forward. That's really glitchy. Ooh, super glitchy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, so glitchy. Yeah. It's probably because I have all the tabs open. Wow. So glitchy. Alright, I think I'm done. This is so cringy. Alright, we're done here. Ooh, super glitchy. But yeah, so there you go. So some of those were really good. Some of them kind of total flops otherwise. So we went through all the list there. And sorry about iCivics. That wasn't even math. And then some of those, even though it seems like you can play some math games, they have it blocked by a paywall. So just watch out for stuff like that whenever you're looking at these math practice websites. But yeah, a couple really good ones in there that you can practice your math skills. Nothing too crazy. A couple of those were pretty high level. You could practice some upper level maths in there. But there you go. So there's some of those games. that you can play. Some of them not so much games as others. But I hope that was helpful. So take a little tour of playing math games. So if you found this video helpful, give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I have a guide called The 5 Math Mistakes Everyone Makes and How to Avoid Them. So if you want to grab that, it is for free on my website, myersmathematics.com. Same name as the channel with a .com and no space. Also, if I missed any really good math websites, I don't really play a lot of math games per se. I know, probably somebody who like is in school right now could probably tell me all the really good ones, because I feel like whenever I was teaching or when I was substituting, that's like all I would see happen. Like kids, when they have free time, it's like, oh, coolmathgames.com. But there's like some math games on there, but like mostly I just see kids on there just playing games. Like it's not even math, like one of the websites we were looking at. So if there's another one that I missed that's an actual, like, you have to do math to play the game kind of thing, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, you can just hold your breath. I know about cool math games. Okay, it's fun. Some of the games are kind of fun, but most of them, it just seems like they're not related to math. So, anyways, that was my rant on that one. But yeah, so this is what's today, the 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. So this is the 5th video in a series that I'm doing on test prep. I'm going to do one very similar to this, where we just kind of demo some websites, but it's under a different context. So that's going to come out tomorrow. So check that out when that comes out. And I will see you in another episode. Mr. Kyle, out.